equijoin or inner join. Okay, in the above. Okay, so either equi you can see, otherwise you can see inner join. Okay, so both are retrieval or retrieving. Okay, retrieving only matching data, retrieving only matching rows, otherwise matching data. Okay, so only retrieving matching rows, only retrieving. But when it was retrieving matching rows or matching data, it means what now, guys? Here, the unmatching rows or unmatching data, whatever it was there in your database table. So those unmatching data we are going to be missing now. We are going to be missing now. So that's why what we want to do, I don't want to miss any kind of data in my table while I want to retrieval time. So retrieval time, I don't want to miss any information from my table. Okay. So, but here the problem of equi inner join is what now? Both are retrieving only matching rows or matching data. So it was retrieving only matching rows, matching data means your unmatching data or unmatching rows are we are left or else we are missing. Okay. So I don't want to miss that data also. Then if you want it matching, okay, along with matching and unmatching, then the people was introducing what now? Outer joins. Outer joins, the main intention is what now? Okay, to retrieve matching rows, okay, and also unmatching rows. So matching and unmatching rows, both you have to get, okay, from tables. Okay, now, so this is the purpose of outer joins. This is the purpose of outer join. Okay, outer join purpose is what now? Retrieving matching rows and also unmatching rows from tables. Okay, for example, let me come back. Come to my table, select the start from. So first the table is, for example, student, and select the start from course. Oh, okay, so these are the two tables here. So on these two tables, when I was using my equijoin, so we are writing equijoin student S and comma course C and weight class S dot CID is equal to C dot CID. Okay. So only matching information 10, 10, 20, 20 we are getting now. 10, 10, 20, 20 we are getting now. Okay. Supposing the same to same in ANSI format, if I want to use the equijoin, so that's nothing but inner join. That is nothing but inner join. So here we have using S dot CID is equal to C dot CID. So here also matching information only we are getting. So that means my equijoin statement or equijoin is retrieving matching data, and also inner join is also retrieving matching. So both are retrieving matching data information only. It means that what it was happening guys here, your unmatching data 30 row in your student table and the 40 row in your course table. This both informations we are missing. So unmatching rows are or unmatching rows data are matched. We are missing it. So these unmatching data is also I need to retrieve. Okay, I need to retrieve along with the matching data. So how those mechanisms we can implement it means by using of what now? Okay, outer joins mechanism we need to use. So outer joins we are using to retrieving, especially matching and also unmatching. So whatever we are missing unmatching data, that unmatching data whenever you want it, compulsory we should use a outer joins. Okay, and these outer joins are three types. First one, we know this left outer join. So left outer join, what it is the left outer join means? Left outer join. Left outer join, okay, what it was going to do? Retrieving, okay, all rows, okay, all rows from left side table, and also matching rows, from right side table, So here retrieving all rows from left side. All rows means what now? What is the mean by all rows? All rows means matching rows. Okay. So all rows means what now? Matching rows and unmatching rows. Matching and unmatching. All rows means the both I'm going to getting now. Okay, now matching and unmatching. So all rows are we are getting from left side table and also matching rows from right side. Okay, so complete data from left side table. So it means that in your left side, how many matchings are there, how many unmatchings are there, that is none of the matter. Complete table is a retrieval from your, okay, complete rows retrieval from your left directional table. But in the right directional, only matchings are we are getting now. Okay, now? So this is left outer join nature. And now this left outer join, okay, fine. Now I'm going to, write, if I want to write in ANSI format, okay, now how we are writing? Now you can see first I will show you ANSI format statement. So example of ANSI format. Let you come back and see. So student table and course. Okay. And now I'm using select star from, okay, student yes, and we are passing left outer join and course C on class s dot cid is equals to c dot cid. So whatever the two tables I'm going to pass in here, the student and course. But in the student and course in this statement, if you see, okay, so left side which table is there? Student table is there. So left side student table and student table complete data we are getting. So in student table, whatever we have a matching and unmatching, the complete data we are going to be getting now from student table. But come to course table, see the right side table, we have only matching data and unmatching data, whatever it was there, 40 Java 5000. So in place of unmatching row, by default, what it will take, null values are taken out. By default, what it will taken out, null values are taken out. So in this case, this is your table, student table, which was kept into left direction. And this is your course table, which was kept into right direction. Okay. So, but left outer join, whatever the left outer join is there, this left outer join retrieving all rows data from left side table, all rows. This is complete table. So complete table of left side. So left side table, whatever it was there, the left side table complete rows will be fetching now. But whereas come to in the right side direction table, in right side direction table, we are getting only matchings information, 10 and 20. So 10, 10 matching, 20, 20 matching information only we are getting from left side table. Sorry, from right side table. Okay, now, and now later your unmatching places, okay, what it was taken by default, null values are taken out. By default, null values are taken out. Okay, this is left outer join combination, and this left outer join, okay, ANSI format in such a way we need to write. Okay, ANSI format. But same thing, okay, left outer join. If I want to write into non-ANSI, suppose I want to write onto non-ANSI, then how to write non-ANSI formats in the old style format? How you can write means here the very important thing of the calculus. So when we write outer joins, okay, write outer joins in, okay, in non-ANSI format, in non-ANSI format, So there you have to use one, okay, then we should use a join operator. We should use what we want to use here, a join operator. We should use a join operator. Join operator is here plus symbol. This operator compulsory we should use that. Okay, so plus symbol, open bracket and close brackets. Okay, open closing brackets and between. So plus symbol you have to use. So this plus symbol is represented join operator we call. And this operator compulsory we should use we should use in our query when we want to write a non-ANSI format, okay, outer joins. So outer joins mechanisms or outer join statements, whenever you want to write into non-ANSI, compulsory we should use a join operator. And the join operator name is called as what now? Plus. Okay, now open and closing brackets, plus. So now this is I required here. So this is I required here. Okay. Now I'm going to using this join operator now for writing of your non-ANSI format statement. Okay. Now I'm writing non-ANSI format statement. Okay, now right. So now let me see. Now, how to write this non-ANSI? Let you come out and see. Selected star from student, yes, okay, comma, quotes C, and which class condition? Where class condition? Where S dot CID is equals to C dot CID, careful observe, C dot CID of, here I want to use a join operator now. Okay, so this whatever the join operator I'm using on one side of your particular table. Okay, here I'm using which join? Left outer join. So left outer means what now? Complete data is retrieval from the left side. Okay, from the left side, but only matching data we are getting from the right side. So that's why here, which side, that means the left and right, in which direction, on which directional table, if you apply your join operator, from that table, it was retrieving only matching data. From that table, it was retrieving only matching data. And where we didn't apply, so from that table, it was retrieving entire data. Okay, so your left outer join is what now? So it will be retrieving entire data from left side table and matching data only from right side. So that's why you're quite opposite, guys. Here. Left outer direction, left outer join means your join operator should apply on right side table. Your join operator should apply on right side table. Okay, na? So because I want it left outer join. Left outer means what? Complete left side table data I want it, but right side only matching. So that's why if you apply matching, okay, if you apply the plus symbol on left side table, then what happened? If you apply plus symbol on left side table, then it will getting only matching data from left side, not entire data. So that is not suitable for your left outer join mechanism. So that's a left outer join mechanism when we want to implement a compulsory. Okay, the plus join operator should be applied on the right side of table. Okay, and now what happened in this complete table data? That means the complete student table data we are getting. So complete data from student table. Complete data means what? Now matching and unmatching from your student table, and student table is having left side. And right side we are taking only matching. Right side we are taking only matching. Okay, and let you see your output. So ANSI format join left outer join result, and non-ANSI format join left outer join result observed. Okay, so that means now we successfully implemented left outer join in non-ANSI format. So successfully we implemented now? Yes. So successfully we implemented left outer join in non-ANSI format by using of which symbol? The plus join operator symbol. Okay. So this is the way, okay, left outer join, how to write in non-ANSI format. Okay, na? In non-ANSI format. Same to same, the next outer join is what now? Let you come back and see. The next one. Second one is what now? Right outer join. Second one is what now? Right outer join. Right outer join. So in right outer join, retrieving all rows, all rows means matching and unmatching from right side table. From right side table, and also matching rows from left side table. Matching rows from left side table. So here also same, if I want to write ANSI format, okay, then we can write ANSI format directly by using of your ANSI join statement key. Okay, now I'm writing here. Let's start from student. Yes, and I'm passing here right outer join, and code C on class s.cid is equal to c.cid and c. In the right side, what it was happen, you can see guys here. Okay, now. So here what happened? Okay, here right outer join. Right outer join, right side, that my table is course. That's why the course entire table we are fetching. So in course entire table we are fetching. That means your matching rows and unmatching rows, the both we are getting from the right side table. But the left side table, we are getting only matching information. This is the right outer join nature working style. Okay, na? So complete data from right side table and matching data from left side table only. Okay, na? That's it. But the same thing I have to go for, same thing when I have to go for in non-ANSI format. In non-ANSI format. So now how we can write here non-ANSI format. So non-ANSI format in the left side, what I said. So this join operator on which table you mention, on which table you applied, from that table only matching information only getting. Simple, blindly remember. Your plus operator on which directional table, that means the left side table, right side table, okay, on which direction table are you applied, from the table only retrieving matching data, not unmatching data. Okay, na? That is what. So that's why here right outer join, all data coming from right side table, matching data only coming from left side table. Okay, na? So that's why how to write here, I wanted all data from Okay, this is our Corina. I wanted all data from right side table. So right side, which table I kept the course. Right side, which table I kept the course. So I wanted complete data from right side. So that's why don't apply plus here. Don't apply your join operator here. Okay, na? Because of reason, I wanted the right outer join. Right outer join means what now? Right side complete table we need to fetch. So that's why don't use a right side. So only you can use what now in the left side direction. Because in the left side direction, we wanted only mapping data. Okay, na? So complete data if you want it from the table, then don't use a join operator. Because when you use join operator on any directional table, then join operator will be retrieving only matching informations only we are getting. So that's why don't use a join operator. Okay. So if using right side, then only right side matching. If you're using left side, then only left side matching only retrieving, not entire table. Okay. Na? So this is what. And the same implementation non-ANSI. Okay. This is right outer join ANSI and right outer join non-ANSI. I implemented and execute. Then right outer join ANSI, how we implemented here, the output you can see same as a ANSI or non-ANSI format and ANSI format, you can see same to same. So that means we successfully implemented, okay, right outer join in ANSI format. Okay, right. But here in the left side or right side, left outer join, what it was happen, we are getting complete data from left side table and matching data only from right side. It means that right side unmatching data we are missing. In right outer join, what it was happen, we are getting right side, but left side unmatching data missing. Okay, in this also individually both are having a problem. Left outer join missing right side unmatching data. Right outer join missing left side unmatching data. But my question is, I wanted guys here. The both without missing anything. Without missing any data. If I want it here, complete means then you can use a full outer join. Then you can use a full outer join. So full outer join, what it was saying, guys, retrieving all matchings and unmatching all matching and unmatching rows from both tables. From both the tables. So here full outer join is nothing but it is a combination of okay, left outer plus right outer. It is a combination of left outer plus right outer joins. Okay, right. Okay, ANSI format. If you want to write your full outer join, then you can write like this. So select start from student S, and we are using full outer join for C, and on class S.cid is equal to C.cid. So now we can see C.cid. So full outer join, complete data from left side table. So 10, 20 matching and 30 unmatching. And right side table, complete rows, 10, 20 matching and 40 unmatching. So your 30 unmatching row places, it will be taking in the right side null values. In the unmatching rows of left side, it will take a null value. So that means in place of those rows, okay, by default what it will take are nulls. But they are complete data. So complete two tables information, we got it. That means all matchings of both table and all unmatchings of both table. So that means matching rows and unmatching rows both are we are going to be getting from your tables. Okay, now this is full outer join nature. This is full outer join nature. So how we are writing this ANSI in full outer join? Same to same. I want it here non-ANSI. So guys, can you write non-ANSI full outer join? Because here already you know full outer join is a combination of left and right, and this is a right outer join non-ANSI format statement, and the left outer join, okay, non-ANSI format statement. So this is left outer join non-ANSI, this is right outer join ANSI. Okay, na? Non-ANSI. But what I need, I need full outer join by using of okay join operator. Can you write a full outer join? Okay, so take 5 minutes of time and write on all of you. So I will give 5 minutes of time. Try it all of you. The full outer join in non-ANSI format, how to write? Okay, right. So somebody is using and somebody is not using. Okay. So everyone they expected here. Okay. So everyone expecting like this. Start from student S and the course C. Yeah. So many people they're writing like they're expecting like here. Okay. So plus S dot CID is equal to okay is equal to C dot CID of a join operator. So this is most of the people they're using and they're writing like this. Both sides they kept into their join operator. They kept the join operator in the both sides. Okay, na? So this is everyone expected, but what it was happen you can see. But what it was happen you can see. Okay. So now I'm using the join operator in the both sides, but it was showing some error. So here what it was telling to me, okay, a predicate may reference only one outer joined table. That means whatever the join operator is there, that operator can be predicted any one side only, any one table only we can predict. But here both sides we are predicted, yes or no? So left side we predicted and the right side also we predict. But both table, okay, both table side we can't predict. Only one outer joined table. Either you can predict the symbol, either left side or right side only, any one side only, but not both sides here. Or any logic? So both sides we can't, any one side only supporting. Is there any other logic, guys? Any guessing? So both sides we cannot predict. Any one side only we can use. Then do you have any idea? Okay. So somebody saying that we cannot use it, sir. We cannot implement fulfill outer join in non-ANSI. Okay. Now we are observed how we want to implement the full outer join means. Okay. So first I'm going to write in here. So S dot CID is equals to C dot CID of our join operator I'm using in the right side direction. So whenever we applied your join operator in the right side direction, then that is called a left outer join non-ANSI, right? Now what I want to do, in between these two, I'm using union operator. And the second one is in the left side direction, I will apply it here, join operator, then C dot CID. So here, only one side, your join operator is predicted here, either left side or right side. Only one side as per our scenario, we can predict may reference only one outer join table. Okay, here only one outer join table, and here also only one outer join. But these two select statements between, what I'm using here, union operator we implemented. So already union operator, we know it is a combining the two select statements results. The results of two select statements, results are combining together and displaying as a one set of values. So now we can see I'm executing. So when I'm executing union by using of union operator, and I'm using union operator and implemented my non-ANSI format of a full outer join. So now same as it is how the full outer join ANSI format output is came. Okay, na? The same to same here also full outer join in non-ANSI format we got it. So all matching search, matching data and unmatching data 30, 40 also we got it. So this is what we call as guys here. Okay, so non-ANSI format of your full outer join mechanism. Okay, so non-ANSI format of your full outer join mechanism. Okay, na? Right. So this is the way we can go to use it now. And the next one is, these are outer joins mechanisms in ANSI and non-ANSI. The next one is guys here, non-equi join. Okay, so non-equi join. So non-equi join, okay, how this join will be working here up. So non-equi is nothing but retrieving data from multiple tables, okay, based on any condition, except an equal operator condition, Okay, now, except equal operator. Okay, you can use any condition here, but don't use equal operator in this non-equi join. Okay, in this non-equi join, don't use a equal operator. So except equal operator, you can use any operator in your join condition level. Okay, na? So now let me see. So first we will go for, I will show you first non-ANSI format I will show you, and later ANSI format. The both formats I will show you. Okay, non-equi join up. So in the non-equi join, let me come out. First a small example I will take it now. So present my tables are, these are my tables present. So now I'm creating a small tables now. S1 serial number and name. It's one table, and I'm inserting some data into test1. Okay, so now 10, some name is high. Okay, right. And the next one is one more table I'm creating, test number 2. So here serial number and some salary I want to take here. Now insert into test number 2, sending values. So here also some serial numbers I'm taking, 25,000, 10. And 30, I'm taking salary 15,000. So finally, there are two tables we designed guys here, test 1 table and test number 2 table. Okay, so on this 2 table data, now I need to apply your non-equijoin condition. Okay, right. So how we can means here observe the small query I'm writing now. Select star from test 1 T1 and non-anti I'm writing comma test 2 T2. Okay, so where T1 dot serial number is greater than T2 dot serial number. So in my join condition level, can you see? Don't use a equal operator. Don't use a equal operator. Except equal operator. Except equal operator here. You can use greater than. You can use the less than. You can use less than or equals to. You can use greater than or equals to. Okay, you can use the AND operator. You can use the OR operator. You can use a between operator. So any kind of operator you can use. But don't use what now? Equal operator, don't use it. Equal operator, don't use it. Okay, right. So now greater than I was given 50. When I am writing greater than symbol, then this is our output. Serial number 20, name Jones, serial number 10, and salary 25,000. So your serial numbers are here comparing now. Okay, how it was comparing, we already know now. So what is your rule of joins? A row in a first table comparing with all rows of second table. A row in a first table is comparing with all rows of second table. Okay, na? Right. So now this is our condition. This is our condition. Same as it is. I already explained to you. Okay. So same to same. T1 table. That's one table. Serial number column. Just compare with the greater than symbol. Compare with test 2 table dot serial number. So now you can see I'm comparing now. Okay, right. So test 1 table data is what now 10, and here also 2 table 10. Year 20. So year what is year 30. Okay, now this is my table's information. This is my table information. Okay, what we said, how this condition is executed, guys. Here, this condition is going to be comparing now. Same as it is rule. A row in a first table comparing with all rows of second table. So the join rule is as it is followed. Then now I'm following here. Okay, 10 is there. So now compare 10 greater than 10. So 10 greater than 10. Here, which symbol I'm using? Greater than symbol. So 10 greater than 10. Condition true or false? Condition is false. Okay, na? Right. Next, 10 greater than 30. So 10 greater than 30. This is also false. Next, 20 is there. Now compare. 20 is greater than 10. So 20 is greater than 10. Condition is true. Next, 20 is greater than 30. Condition is false. But where the condition true, first one, so then it will be joining. Then it will be joining. So joining and your output is 20, 10 is your output. So the same output is came now 20, 10. 20, 10. Same output came now, right? So this is same mechanism, guys. Here rule is fixed rule. I already said to you. You can take any conditions, you can write any conditions, but only the rule is what now? A row in a first table compare with all rows of second table. Okay, so you can compare your conditions like this. Then you can get some idea how the output is came. Every join is same as this. There is no difference. Okay, na? Right. Okay, now finally 2010 we achieved here. Finally 2010 we achieved here. Okay, na? Right. So like here I'm using greater than, less than or equals to, greater than or equals to. Okay, any kind of operator you can use, but don't use a equal operator, except equal operator. Suppose if I'm using equal operator, what happens, sir? Suppose you people are asking, sir, if I'm using equal operator, T2 dot serial number. Now tell me this, what happened, guys? If I'm using equal operator, come on, this is which join? Yes. If I'm using equal operator in my where class, then this is called as which join? Equi-join. This is called as which join? Non-ANSI format equi-join. Non-ANSI format equi-join. Yes or no? So equal operator, if you give equal operator, then this is an equi-join in non-ANSI format. Okay, na? Right. So this is what happened. That's why don't use a equal operator. Except equal operator, you can use any other operator. Okay, right. But this is what now? This is non-ANSI format we written. This is non-ANSI format we written. But the same non-equi, if I want to write ANSI, how to write ANSI? Now let us see ANSI how to write now. Select star from test1 T1. Here I'm using join key. Join key test2 T2. Here don't use a where class. Here which class? On class. On T1 serial number is greater than T2 dot serial number. So here ANSI format, how to identify? One is join key we are using in between tables. In between tables we are using join key, and here we are using on class. Okay, na? So now here also same output is coming out in your ANSI format statement. So this is ANSI format, and the first one is called as a non-ANSI format. Okay, na? Right. So next, one more example. Let me go for check out guys here. Okay, one more example. Write a query to display. Okay, employee. Okay, to display employee whose salary is between low salary and high salary. Okay, na? So what is my next requirement? Okay, na? So write a query to display employee whose salary is between low salary and high salary. Low and high salaries between which employee salary was there. So those employees I wanted. Okay, question understanding na? So now let me come out. First of all, I want to take my table EMP. Tell me guys here total 14 employees we have. Here total 14 employees we have. And 14 employees salaries are we having here. But in this table, do you have any low salary, high salary columns are there? No, we don't have it. There is no low salary, there is no high salary, right? So now, but where it is means those new low and high salaries are having another table. The table is called as a sal grade table. So in sal grade table, we have here grade numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grade numbers, and your low salaries these are, and these are high salaries. Okay, so that means low and high salaries are having in one table, and employee salaries are having into another table. Now this both combination of table, I need to implement a join technique. Okay, now I'm going to write in here join technique. Observe. Select e name comma sal. Columns I'm taking low sal. Otherwise you can take star also, no problem. High sal. Okay, now from EMP comma. Next one is what? Sal grade. Second table. First table EMP, second table sal grade. And now what we want to do, Can I write like this, guys? Where salary here between operator can I use between? Okay, between low salary. Okay, here one mistake is done. Here low salary spelling is wrong. Okay, fine. Because my column name is low sal. Low sal and high sal from EMP and sal grade. EMP sal grade. Where the sal between. Okay. So what I say, low sal and okay, high sal. Okay. So now here where class, whenever I'm using where class means it is a non-ANSI format. Okay, on class means ANSI format. So now we can see. So now between operator I'm using in my joint condition level. This is joint condition level. I'm using between operator, but I'm not using any equal operator here. Except equal operator, any one you can use. That is called as a non-equijoin. Okay. Now I want to execute now. Now you can see the employees and employee salary, and those salaries are between low salary and high salary. So let me see directly one. Now King is employee. King employee salary 5,000. King employee salary 5,000. But tell me guys here 5,000 comes between low salary and high salary. Yes or no? Is it comes between low to high now? Yeah, 5,000 comes between 3,001 to 9,999. Okay, King employee salary 5,000. It comes between low salary and high salary 3,001 to 999. So it is also satisfied. Like a fraud employee is there, 3,000. 3,000 comes between 2,001 to 3,000. So this is also satisfied. This is also satisfied. Yes or no? So like 3,000. Again 2,001 to 3,000. Again it is also satisfied. Again it is also satisfied. Okay now? Right. So that means every employee, you can see guys here, every employee comes between low to high salaries. Or low to high salaries. So that means this is satisfied to us. This is satisfied to us. Okay now? Right. So this is non-ANSI format. Okay, this is non-ANSI format we written. Non-ANSI. Okay, non-ANSI. If I want to write ANSI, can you write ANSI? How to write ANSI, guys? Select ename, comma, sal, comma, low sal, comma, high sal, comma, from. What is this? EMP, joint key, sal grade, which class? On class, sal, between, low sal and high sal. So now we are writing, so only ANSI means what now? In between two tables, we should use a joint key statement and on class, compulsory on class, because ANSI formats are not supported where class, supporting only on class. So on class, salary between low to high. Now I just go to execute this entire query in your ANSI format, non-equijoin. Let me see, come out here. Okay, now I'm executing. Something is missing. High cell. H cell is not there. High cell. Column name is wrong. Okay, column name I'm changing here. High cell. HI. Okay. Now, so now I'm going to click here. Okay, and execute. The same output will be come to you. Okay, now same output will be come to you. So this is here what I'm using in between two tables. I'm using joint key statement, and this is on class condition. This is on class condition. Okay, now? So this is called as an ANSI format, and first one is called as a non-ANSI format. Okay. In the same guys, can you tell me? Now this is our condition we written. Okay, now? Now what is my question? Can I write like this one? In this format, can I write? So in non-ANSI, ename sal, low sal, I sal from EMP comma sal grade. Okay. Now can I write like this? Where salary is greater than or equals to low sal and salary is less than or equals to high sal. So in place of between operator, in place of here I'm using between operator, right? In place of between operator, can I write your conditions? Greater than or equals to low salary, less than or equals to high salary, between end operator. Can I use this? Yes or no? We can use it. It is also same between operator only. And let you come back here. Now you can execute this one. Now you can come back here, execute this one. Okay, what happened? You can see same output is come to you. Okay, na? Same output is come to you. Same to same in ANSI also. Same to same in ANSI also. Where I want to change in place of table name, I want to use a join key. In place of where class, I want to use a on class. Okay. Now on class, non-ANSI, you can come out and check. So ANSI format, you can come back and check. Yes, and to execute. It is also what? Okay, now? So that means non-equijoin, what it was telling guys here, you can use any operator less than, greater than, end operator, between operator, whatever you can use, but don't use a equal operator. Okay, now? So that is except equal operator, you can use any operator in your join statement, then the type of join is called as a non-equijoin. In the name only there, don't use a equal operator. That is called a non-equijoin. Okay, now? Right. So these are up to non-equi we discussed, and 3 more joins are there. The 3 more joins we will take out tomorrow, guys, here. So tomorrow, the remaining 3 joins now. One is self-join, one is natural, one is a cross-join. Okay, the 3 joins we will discuss in tomorrow's session. Okay, now? Right, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.